Hello and welcome back to my 6th weekly vlog for my final major project this week. On the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, I went to go film in London. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't that good, which is one of the annoying things because last week it was lovely and sunny, and then the one week I go to film, it was pretty horrible weather. But I still went out and filmed even though it was cold and a little bit miserable, just because I wanted to make sure that I had it done. If when I went and looked over my footage and it needed to be refilmed, I've got an extra week or so where I can go back and film if I need to. Filming went quite well, I think. It's the first time for me to ever use the gimbal, so I had to kind of set it up and have a go with it beforehand before we went out and filmed, so that I knew how to use it. We had planned on Saturday to go film at the Sky Garden in London, however it took too long to get all the risk assessments through and to get everything prepared in time to be able to film this Saturday, so that didn't happen. However, if I need to, I'm able to go film again on the 14th of May, but I feel like that's going to be really late. So I didn't actually do any filming on the Saturday, which was a bit annoying because I had planned to do stuff, but it just didn't go to plan. However, on the Sunday, I went and filmed at Put in the Park in Acton, and I feel like that went really well. It wasn't raining, it was a bit cloudy, but because we went quite early there wasn't that many people there, so we were able to go around the crazy golf course and get everything that I needed to do done while still having a good time. After that we went and filmed at Holland Park, which is where quite a couple of my scenes are filmed, but they're in different locations within Holland Park, so you can't quite tell, hopefully, that they're all in the same place, but we'll have to wait and see. The first scene that we filmed was the picnic scene in the grassy area. I think the location, like the grassy area location, worked quite well because you had bright flowers and it was quite quiet as well, so it was easy to just film it and get that done. And then after that it was an outfit change, so then we moved on to the proposal, which I was worried at how that was going to turn out because by this time it started to get quite busy, and the location we were at within Holland Park was at the fountain. It's quite a popular spot, so trying to film and make it so that it looks natural and they don't feel awkward. The location for the proposal was really good. I really liked the fountain, and I think it's an expected location, like, so it felt natural, and I also had to guide them a bit as well, which I quite enjoyed, just telling them how to act. After that we stayed pretty much in the same location because there was an archway, which is where I wanted the end scene to be, was behind the fountain. So I don't know how it will turn out in editing, but hopefully it will work quite well. But so for the end scene I just had them both walking away, but I did film them walking towards the camera and away from the camera just to see. I did initially try to use the dolly for the end scene, however the ground looked smooth but it was kind of a little bit gritty or gravelly or something like that, so when I was pulling the dolly back the whole camera was shaking, so it just didn't work out really well. So I then had to change back to the gimbal, which took some time, but I wanted to make sure that I got the best quality of shot that I could. I had a lot of fun filming. So that pretty much took up our whole, well, the Sunday and some of the Monday, because then on the Monday We filmed all the scenes inside the apartment. On the Monday evening, I was able to look over some of the footage that I'd done, especially the stuff in Holland Park. And I found that some of it was a bit overexposed, so I was a bit worried because I didn't know if it was fixable or not. So I had to wait till I got back to college on Friday, because I had a photography exam on the Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So on the Friday when I got into college, I talked to my teachers to see if it was possible that the footage could be fixed, and I think it can be, but we'll just have to wait and see. If not, then I will try and plan a reshoot in a week or so. This week I also got feedback on my research. I have got quite a few improvements to make, so I have to try and fit that into my production schedule within the next couple of weeks to make sure that they're all done by interim deadline. However, I feel that once I've started to edit, I will be able to then start to make improvements on my feedback. So next week I'm going to start editing. I'm very excited about that because I'll finally start to see how it's going to turn out, which will be interesting. That's everything for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!